Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Curse of Monkey Island here on the RTK channel. Happy 2017, everybody. For those, today's date is the 8th. It was my birthday a couple of days ago.
Indeed.
Hooray and huzzah. I'm at the ripe age of 34.
Old man.
Although when you really think about it, since the human life expectancy has increased, it's not really considered old anymore.
Yeah,
I think the average life expectancy of someone from the UK is 81. I may be wrong on that.
Interesting.
It used to be 73. Then again, with the NHS, it's going to drop down to 50.
Hooray for medical advances and... oh dear.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm breaking one of the cardinal rules of not bringing politics in here. You can punish me later.
Okay, well, okay.
Wait, hang on. Just when did you bring politics? I'm not quite sure.
NHS?
Because I said about the NHS.
I thought that was more of a medical issue, but very well.
Okay, so speaking of medical issues, which is more interesting, it turns out that the lotion here is printing from... This is interesting because this is actually a fourth wall breaking moment here.
Oh yes.
We're talking
back when those used to mean something.
Yeah, those very subtle chaps. So, we have for this reason, this is part of the 3 reasons why we're on Blood Island. That hand lotion there is what we need. But to do so, we have to help the crew, who have now committed mutiny, to fix the ship. Because there's a big bloody hole in it.
Oh dear.
As you can see right there in the screen. Which we're not bloody seeing. So we have to basically set the events up for us to get the hand lotion. And to do that, we have to go to a location on the island of Blood. And technically it is a reunion for at least one of us, because it's a character coming back from the first game.
Oh dear.
Kari knows what I mean.
Yes.
Indeed. So, there are so to build things up, we gotta go to this area here. This is where Elaine's landed. So, there's 3 rings here, 3 things that we need to do. First of all, as a reminder from the Voodoo Lady as an insert clip here.
Of course.
You have to replace the cursed ring with a pure one of greater or equal value.
Well, except for that whole turn to
we have to get a pure ring of true happiness. And then we need something to get rid of that ring. As you can see here, it's very stuck. So how do you get the ring? So basically, how do you get a ring that is basically stuck on something? You need hand lotion. Or something that slips off. So that's 3 things.
Sure.
Yes. Assemble the ring, which is 2 steps, which is the band and the diamond. And we need the lotion. So that's the 3 things here. We can go all over, but we're going to go up to the strange lights up there. It's sort of a sequence break. If you believe it that much. And it really is a sequence break.
Because we're just diving straight to that area instead of the areas all in between.
Technically, we're getting half the stuff done so that we can easily do the stuff later. And it appears we have arrived at the village.
This village is deserted.
I see.
Yes. And apparently, it is apparently they're all vegan. And yes, we just saw Guybrush effortlessly taking a very large slab of tofu without any mention of slippage or complaints. Also, we need...
Howard?
Yes?
It's decorative.
What did we tell you about repeating things that actually happen in game?
Don't repeat them again.
Yes. What are you doing?
Repeating.
It's an auger.
And what shouldn't you be doing?
Not repeating. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna head up to that volcano.
Aye.
Where we're going to find out that Guybrush is gonna become the next virgin sacrifice.
Guess what? Guess who that is, Kari? It's Lemonhead.
He's not in the 4th game.
He's not in the 4th game. This is the only time he's the only recurring character coming back from the first one.
Oh yeah. but it's
more than that.
We've met before. Back on Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. We had a nice village there. Rent-controlled huts close to the good schools. Those were the salad days, so to speak. Till they put in that darned carnival.
Indeed.
Carnival?
Yes.
Yeah,
carnival.
because
Just a
LeChuck
super
put the
version.
Carnival of the Damned in the Monkey Island, it
Full plate
basically
becomes trendy.
forced the cannibals to
Sailors
move
come in at all
away.
times of the night.
The other two I've
That
never
awful
seen
music
again.
drumming
It's only
on
Lemonhead
and
who's the
on.
most memorable
To be honest
character of
with
the
you,
three.
I think the Midway games are rigged.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
At night, it wasn't safe.
It's
for
just a
anyone
nice
to walk
reunion.
down alone.
So yeah, we're basically heading up to.
Of course.
Cannibals?
You say that like it's a bad thing. Well, it's true.
So how are you two? How are you guys doing?
Apart from, as you've been hearing,
No.
recovering from what remains of a cold, I'm doing okay at least.
Several years ago.
I was.
I'm having
Finally.
to finish off university work.
Yes. Yes. Speaking of which, if you probably may have not noticed, we are actually
Back on our fatty missionary
finishing off
vegetarian
this LP as quick as we can because it is technically we are going on a hiatus after this.
Not too much muscle.
I'm not sure if we explained it before, but we are definitely going on a
Mainly-
hiatus.
For 45 minutes.
It's
Not that we weren't already
I think
semi on
It's mainly
one to
due
begin with.
to when it comes to like IRL situations such as Kara's university, that always comes first. You know, it's just we're not going to say to her, "No, you can't do uni where we got videos to
The
record." No.
garnish of shiitake mushrooms and shallots.
Don't just go pinning
I
this
know.
on me. It's also on you two as well. Lazy bum.
That's-
yeah,
I-
we all get
But
equal
still, the
share of the
important thing
blame.
is we are trying to get more of this content out.
Nice
Yes.
village you have.
We are doing.
Yes, and we are no longer just leaving Howard
Because
alone
we
with
know
the
what happens
editing.
when that happens.
We've been doing our
Speaking
best.
of editing, I'll be talking to you, Kai, because you got stuff that I
While
need
at the
that I
same time
need.
incorporating all the
But that's
modern
afterwards,
conveniences
anyway.
brought to us by the European
Lemonhead
explorers.
basically explains that how his village has evolved
Which has been properly
since he moved away from Monkey Island.
shaman's hut.
And as you may have noticed, the volcano's a bit low.
I am Guybrush.
What? One thing we are going to be changing when we do the new LPs is Howard's not allowed to go through every line of
I
dialogue.
am Lemonhead.
Yes, we are not doing that anymore, apparently. We're also not
Yes.
doing point and
Do you
clicks
live in
either.
fear of the fruit fly menace?
Well, we might do, just not have you played them.
Oh,
Very alluring.
Thank you.
fair enough.
Do they hassle you when you go through customs?
You can it's just
no
basic
idea.
build up and funny dialogue that I usually tend to do because there are some funny moments in this entire
Volcano?
Yeah, it's just too bad that it's stuck between many lines of not getting the plot on.
The all-powerful god.
Like, literally, a lot of these LPs can be summed up
Which
by that
one?
scene in The Holy Grail.
Shut up, or I'll
Get up.
Oh yes,
Okay.
an
Get
old
on with
favorite
it.
clip of mine. That
On
one.
this island, the volcano god was most upset, belching out smoke, vomiting up
Indeed.
lava. It was disgusting.
He's about to dilute something that is very interesting as well.
We had to do something
The
to stop
volcano
the volcano
is
god.
lactose
Sacrifice
intolerant.
to do the trick.
A reasonable assumption.
But when we threw the sacrifice into the
Yeah,
volcano, Mount Acidophilus
it's
is
lactose
Probably showing my
intolerant.
own ignorance here, but that is
So we started
a
making
dislike of
sacrifices
cheese, correct?
every day. We tried everything.
I believe it's a
Fish,
dislike of
livestock,
milk.
phenylalanine.
The body can't handle the milk, so it has,
Then
you
one
know.
day, we tried brie. There was a huge eruption that nearly killed us all.
What happened?
Sherman is lactose
Yeah, I
intolerant.
was about to say, it
Ah,
just
it all
builds up.
makes sense now.
Now, Sherman is on a very
Fortunately,
strict
Sherman is now a
diet.
vegan
Fresh fruit,
volcano.
vegetables,
And
full
because of this
soy products,
effect,
protein,
it's
so
it's
forth.
already destroyed the economy of Blood Island. You'll probably
Oh,
find
nice
this out
village.
later.
Thanks.
Stand
We
aside.
can't go
We need to
into
build
the
a
volcano because they're
I'm
actually
afraid I
waiting
cannot
for a
allow that.
representative from another
Our ritual
island.
offering is about to begin.
Terrific. I'm fascinated by your quaint tribal customs.
Postcards and slides are available in the lobby. Non-cannibals are forbidden from witnessing the actual ceremony.
That's so unfair.
Tell it to the volcano gods. I don't make the rules, you know.
When does the
Can
ceremony
we move on to the next bit,
It was
please?
supposed to have
I
started
will.
half an hour ago.
Don't worry, we will.
Even now, members of my village are preparing a human-like sacrifice for the volcano god.
Human-like?
Due to the delicate nature of the volcano god's digestion.
Yeah,
it can't
that's
actually
more
be
interesting.
real
A
human.
volcano that
So the
can't have
sacrifice
human
is a
sacrifices.
substitute. It doesn't really taste like a human, but it has a similar
Eh.
texture.
So what's the
It's
whole-
like saying you can't burn some.
Cover them in butter, deep fry them, and then just throw them in. Nobody can tell the difference. It's like chicken.
Who's your featured guest?
Wouldn't they be like
He's an
frickin'
ambassador from
like
one of the other
instantaneously
islands.
gone like melt into the lava?
Outreach program of
Anyway.
villages. Apparently not all villages are as punctual as ours.
Yeah, we're actually talking about dietary
What does he look
plans
like?
for
I don't know.
volcanoes.
He should be dressed for the ceremony.
It's that weird.
And he'd
The
better
game
be
does
a
it.
vegetarian. We specifically asked for a vegetarian.
They are waiting for a vegan,
I
which is
really
basically
wanna
what
see the
these
volcano.
cannibals are.
You're just not-
Yes, but now we're just waiting for you to continue down every single line of dialogue.
Oh, can't you make an exception just this once? It's an emergency.
Hmm.
I'd like to. But if I let you
It's
in,
not all
then
the
I'd have to
time, I
let
mean-
everybody in. Next thing you know, cannibalism is in, and they're making documentaries about
Also,
us.
what point and clicks? We don't really want to like go
Bring it
say
to
from
the
A to
volcano
B
god.
and all that stuff. Sometimes it's just like you miss some of the stuff that you don't know.
I've just realized that technically these cannibals were the first ever hipsters.
Oh shit! I never thought of
see
that
you around.
before. Well, now they're waiting for a guest, right? So here's what we do: we make a guest. Soon as we get into the village, we'll be able to wear our makeshift mask. And yes, we are about. It doesn't exactly. Yeah. You know, the one thing I hate about this system is that you have to literally just you have to literally go into the inventory and use it in the system. So if you have to wear a mask, you have to wear this tofu mask. You have to literally click in the inventory to use the tofu mask. It's really annoying. Also, it's really weird.
Yeah, sounds about right to me.
It's just this game is good, except some of the inventories, some of the ways the game solves puzzles, kind of annoying. Good game though. Now, if we talk to the Lemonhead.
Finally, you're here.
And yes, they were literally
Come on,
waiting
make
for a
this
tofu man.
God of the volcano who resides in Mount Acidopolis, accept this sacrifice we make unto you. In the form of flesh with high amounts of fiber and wholesome cellulose, free of all fat and trans fatty acids, so that it might nourish you and bring your favor upon our humble village, and not upset nor agitate your ulcerative caldera.
Okay, boys, toss him in. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, and good night.
Because of this action, that we can now basically go. We can now use the volcano whenever we want to, as long as we're in that mask. However, we haven't got the very thing needed to make the volcano erupt, so we're gonna have to wait a while.
It's gonna be milk, isn't it?
It's
Milk or cheese? Probably cheese.
maybe, but anyway, as soon as we leave the village, Guybrush just basically takes it off, and then we'll just basically leave the village. This is basically doing half the task for task 3 done, so that we don't have to wait very long to do it in the future. It's called time saving. I like time saving.
If you like time saving so much, you wouldn't be going down every single line of dialogue.
This video will also be 10 fucking minutes long, which would be cool. Anyway, we are done with this episode.
Indeed.
Till next time, folks.
Yes, and
I'm
till
terribly
next
sorry.
time, and
I will
hopefully
say
James
more
will
in the
talk
future.
more.
Yes. Okay. Bye for now, folks.